Hey everyone, Ron Halliday here, and I'm going to film a video for a solo version of Seven Bridges. I don't have any fancy recording equipment, so I'm just going to be trying to film this on my cell phone with my pen in one hand and the dice as well. Uh, so, first thing I always do is decide who my players are going to be. Now I'm going to be playing a solo game, so there's technically two players, me against the AI. And down here in the bottom of the map, I'm going to fill in everything except for two spaces here for each round to show that each round will last two turns. One for me and one for the AI. So we have that. So there are two dice throws per round, per turn, well, per round, because there are two players. And second thing we do is decide where we're going to start the game. Now, for simplicity's sake, since I'm left-handed and to try to film this correctly, I'm going to just decide to start the game up here in the upper left corner of the map. So I'm going to start the game in this square, and everybody would get to fill in that square. And I'm using a slightly thicker marker than I normally would, just so hopefully it will show up in the video a bit easier. Okay, so now we'll start the game, and I'll be the first player. I'll throw the dice. Okay, so now I can pick whatever dice on this table here that I would like to start my exploration of the city. I've got a nice 3 there that I could draw straight down, or I could use it to go up to the top here and get this bonus. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll choose the 3, and I'll draw to the north, 1, 2. Now I couldn't do all 3 lines or 3 squares because I reached the edge of the map, but that's not a problem. You're allowed to use less, when you choose a 2 or 3 die. So that's what I did, and now I'll have that bonus that I can use. So I will decide to reserve here the chance to re-roll or redistribute the dice later in the game. Okay, so now the AI will play, and the AI always picks the best dice that's available. So the best dice in this case dies here, according to the order that are listed here from top to bottom. 3 or 2 are actually the same. You would take a 3, then a 2, because it has a value 1, and then the cross. So this will be their die, and then I would pick another one for my turn. So I think what I'll do is I'll take this one here because I can draw that there. Okay, and I've already passed by another landmark, so that means I get another bonus right away. So this time I think I will take this cross, use this here, color it in, show that I've used it, and I'll draw the cross here where it connects to there. Okay, so now with these dice, the AI would take that one, and that would leave one of these 2 dice for me, either the short or the L. So maybe in this case I will take the L and I'll put it here. Okay, so that's the end of the first turn of the first round. So now let's start the second turn of the first round, and this time the AI player will be choosing first. And I'm trying to keep the dice in the shot, but they sometimes roll. So he's going to take this 3 because that's the best one, and that would leave for me to pick. There's some good dice this time. There's a 3, there's a 2. I'm trying to sneak around the camera here. So I will take this 3, I guess, because that's a nice long one, and I can start it here at the corner where I ended here. But since it goes 3, I would go starting from the middle of this to the middle of the third one. So I go, here's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. And that one. The AI picks the best one, so they take the 2 that survived, and now I have my choice of these. What do I want to use? Well, maybe I might already want to take this short one here because I need to get across this bridge sometime, and I can't draw a 3 here or 2 because they always have to leave from a corner or from an endpoint, and there's no corner or endpoint here. So I think I'll take that little small one and draw that, which is fine. Now the AI takes whatever they have left over. Take that, take that. I could have actually taken that after, but that's okay. And now I have this L left over for me that I can draw somewhere too. And the L has to leave. And the L, I can't draw it here because there's no endpoint there. I can't draw an L at this because doesn't matter, it has to connect here or there. So I can draw an L here, or here, or here. So I'll maybe draw this L here because maybe I can get over to that bonus over here later on in the game. Okay, so that was his turn. So that's the end of the first turn. So now let's do the first turn of the second round. And since player order alternates, if there was a first player marker here, I would be giving it to the other player, and they'll choose first this time again. Okay, so the best one for the AI is this dice. Let's see what's left over for me here. Okay, there's a cross here that I could put there maybe. I can't, so I think that's what I'll do. I'll put this cross here. It's getting me closer to that landmark to get a bonus. The AI will take the T, and now I'm left with one of those ones. So maybe I can use this cross here to, or the little L to get up by the, past the landmark and get a bonus here at the end of the game maybe. So that means I have another bonus I can use. So let's see. Maybe I'll already use my bonus here to cross a bridge because I need to get across some of those bridges soon. So I'll use my bonus here. Sort of the messy penmanship, but I'm holding the phone. I'm going to draw that bridge there. So I already started to cross the bridge. Now the AI takes this little small one, and I take a little small one too, which is good for me because I can now take this and draw it here to start getting across this bridge as well. Great. Okay, so that was the, so now it's second turn of the second round, and this time I'll be throwing the dice first, or choosing the dice. I still have this bonus here reserved to re-roll the dice or redistribute the dice if things come out really good this time. I will count that. Let's see. Okay. There's lots of similar dice there, so but I think I'll take this 3, so I can draw 1, 2, 3. That'll get me close to another bridge. The AI is going to take that. Now I can pick whatever one I'd like to have. Let's see the map a bit better. Let's see where I can go. Because here I need little small ones to get across. I'll take, that's going to be handy for me. I'll take this one first, even though it's, because it'll help me get over here. So I'm going to take this little small one and draw it here. Okay. Now the AI is going to take this, and I can take whatever one I want. Now I took the small one, so now I can actually connect here. So I'm going to take this and go like that, right, with this one. So now I've crossed by another landmark, which is another bonus for me. That's good. And the AI will turn with that, finish with that. Now let's see which bonus I want to use this time. I haven't used my 3 straight, and that could probably get me over this way. So that's what I'll do. I'll use my 3 bonus, and it'll line me up with another bridge. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's good. So that was the end of the second turn. So now this will be the third turn, beginning of the third round. I'll be starting this turn. Some good dice there. Let's see. I want to get across those bridges, but they didn't give me any really excellent dice in this case. So maybe what I'll do this time, just to use it, because I really want to get a couple of straight lines here. So I'm going to re-roll the dice. So now I fill in the triangle here to show that I'm going to use that power that I reserved to re-roll the dice. Okay, now we got some good straight lines that I can use. So let's see which one I want to use first. There's a whole bunch there. There's 2s and 3s. What I think I might do is I'll use this 3 to go down through here, because that'll give me a nice closed loop already too, which is one of the bonuses in the game. So I'll use that 3 and go 1, 2, 3. And then here I've already got a nice closed loop to guarantee me some points, and maybe I can get it a bit bigger up here. Now the AI is going to take that 2, and that still leaves me another 2 for another nice straight line. So maybe I'll put it here, or I could put it here as well. That's a good option. Both those options are pretty good, but to make most use of it, I will put it here. 1, 2, and that cross that bridge. Terrific. The AI will take that cross, and now I have a T or an L I can use, and that T looks pretty handy to put here, because that'll get me close to another bonus. And the AI picks the last dice. Okay, so second turn, up the third round, AI starting. Okay, so the AI didn't roll too good, but he's still going to take that one. It's not bad for me. because I get another straight line. There's two straight lines here. I'm going to be able to cross a couple bridges. So I'm going to take that one to cross that bridge. The AI is going to take another straight line. And that leaves another straight line for me to cross this bridge. Oh, that was handy. And these are both the same, so the AI is going to take that, and I'm going to take this one and figure out where I want to draw it. It seems pretty good to draw it towards. I could either put it here, which would give me a nice, more bonus loop here, which is pretty handy, but iCross will do that for me too. So I think I'll just put it here. Draw that way, and then I'm going to be going near another landmark, and I would like to reserve my dice again because I think that's going to be important later on. So I'm going to do this to be able to either re-roll or redistribute the dice. Okay, so beginning of the fourth round. This time, the AI rolls first. Wow, yeah, well, that 3. Now what do I have? I have a 3 and a 2 if I want to use those, but maybe I want to use a cross, who knows? Like, there's a lot of different options here. Because that 3 is not super useful to me because I could put it there, but I'm only going to use a little bit of it because I haven't unlocked the power to use trails yet. So maybe this cross will be handy because I can fill in a loop here, get some more points, and it'll point me down that direction. So I think that's what I'll do first, is I'll use that cross. Draw that there. Now he's going to take the best one, which is that 3. So now I can take a 2 and put it there. Maybe I can take a 2 and only draw it 1.5. That's not a bad idea. Or I can take an L and put it up here, which is probably the best thing for me to do right now. Yeah, I think that's going to be good because you can kind of look at the dice and figure out, well, if I take this, I can put it here. And then that's going to leave the 2 for the AI, and then that leaves this one for me. And I can put this one here, and that's going to get me close to another bridge and another landmark. Okay, so now we're second turn of the fourth round, sorry. My turn to play first. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I got a nice 3 that I can run that right up to the top there. So I think that's what I'm going to do first because that's going to get me another bonus. And actually I think maybe what I'll do is use just because if you don't use it, you lose it. So I think I'll take advantage of this fact now that I'm going to use this power to redistribute the dice, which is different than re-rolling, even though the same power lets you do either of these. So I'm going to take the 3. So I get to choose who gets the dice. So since it's an AI game, a 2-player game, I get to pick the 3 dice that I want. So I'm going to take the 3. I think I'm going to take the 2. And I'm going to take the little straight line. And those are going to help me visit a lot of landmarks. So first I'm going to take that 3. I'm going to run it up the bridge. 1, 2, 3. I visited another landmark. So maybe this time what I'm going to do, I'm going to fill in the trails option here. So from now on, I can use trails. Now I'm going to do the 2 right here. I'm going to run it down here. 1, 2. And see, this is a trail. I don't know if it's going to show up on the camera there, or I'll have to focus it. Trying to focus it with my other finger here. There we go. Okay, so now you can see that there's some trails there. And I couldn't use that little part of the trail until I had filled in this bonus here. So 2. So now now that I've used a trail, I can say that I've used this benefit. So now I can color that in. And now before I forget, I passed by another landmark here. Now I've actually passed by 2 landmarks, so I used this one already. Okay, that's great. So I still have one more bonus I can use. Let's see, maybe I might want to try to get closer to some trees. There's one bridge I haven't crossed yet. Maybe I can get down there before the end of the game. So I think I'll use this 2 here and try to get down here. So 1, 2. Okay. So then I still have a straight line here, which I think I will just add on to there. I might use this. I'll save this bonus for later. Hopefully that'll work out for me in the end. Oh, let's get some focus back here. Sorry. Okay, so that was the end of the 4th round. 5th round. Fill in the turn here. I start. Okay, well, let's see. Well, that wasn't the best roll for me because I didn't get any straight lines at all here to continue my travels that way. I don't have any straight lines reserved, and I don't have any re-rolls or anything like that reserved. Okay, so let's see where I can go. With the dice that I have here, I kind of have to give up on getting across this last bridge because I need at least 1, 2, 3, 4 good dice to get there, and I can only pick 6 for the rest of the game. And even my bonuses aren't going to help me that I haven't used aren't going to help me too much. So I am going to change my strategy a little bit. I'm going to not try to get across that last bridge, but I'm going to try to get some more points in other ways. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I guess, this dice and draw it here. And that's I'm going to visit another landmark. That's good. So I get another bonus. I'm going to draw in this little L to put this one down here. The AI is going to take this dice here, the cross that's up there. And that leaves me these dice here. And I think I'm going to just take this one here, the L, to go by another landmark. Now with that landmark, I can either, I think I'll reserve this here. It's not a bad idea. I can either let me pick the dice I want for my last turn. Maybe I can get a good roll or two. Okay, the AI is taking that one, and these left are the same, so I'm going to get one, and the AI is going to get one. So where's a little spot here with a little tiny connection that I might be able to use? Oh, let's go here. Maybe I might be able to visit this last, another landmark before the end of the game. Okay, so last turn, AI rolls, and there's a 3 here, so that's the one that they're going to pick. Now, I'm not cheating, the one that rolled over here was a 2. If I use it there, no, I'm not going to be able to get across that bridge. So I only have 3 dice. I don't think I have bonuses enough to try to do that. And this one here will get me another landmark, which is not a bad idea, because you always get points for those. So let's see which ones of these I might actually like to use. At the end of the game, there's always some interesting decisions to make to try to maximize the points that you're going to score. I can see how to get a few points for that cross. I definitely want to make sure that I visit this landmark, and I can use that L there, but I got to use it before they do. So, okay. Well, just for the sake of doing it, I'm going to use this 2 here, because I'm draw it down here. 1, 1.5. This is going to give me a whole bunch of points for trees if I count that bonus at the end of the game. They're going to take this one, the cross that was left over. Now I am going to take, let's see, there's a T there, I can draw there. I don't see anything too powerful at this point of the game, but I will take, I think what I'll do is take the cross already here, or not the cross, or the L, to visit one more landmark. Oh, and I got to re-roll those dice too. I still have that too. I better do that, because if I don't do that, I'm going to lose that bonus. So with that used, I can go and add a T somewhere to my map. So let's just, there's a T that's really valuable here. There's one that's going to give me some points there. Okay, but I'll just draw this here. And I'll connect it to the edge of the map here. Okay. Now the AI is going to take that die, and now I have 1 dice left, something I didn't do, and I'm going to do it, and maybe this, because it's going to give me some points, I'll use this to re-roll my die. Maybe it'll come out better, maybe it'll come out worse, but at least I get the points for having used the power. I rolled a T, which might be a little better than what it was there. I suppose I can add it here. You know, that doesn't hurt. Give me some more points at the end of the game. So I'll do that. It was important to use that power. Okay. So I'm just going to pause the video for a second to get my other pen ready to do the scoring. Okay, so here we are with the end game scoring. I paused the video so I could fill in some of the buildings here, so it wouldn't take, so you wouldn't have to watch me do that. But what we'll do now is we'll see all the different ways that I scored points during this game. So the first thing we look at is the street and footpath bonus, where you look for the closed loop that will give you the most points. Closed loops, you get points by each corner multiplied by the number of bridges that it crosses. So if I look at my map here, and normally this would be easier to spot because you do this before you filled in the buildings. So right here I have a loop that goes down here, across, over, and this here. So that's my loop. That's the only loop I actually made on this map. If there was another loop somewhere else, I could look at that too, but this is the one that would give me the most points because it crosses 4 bridges and has 6 sides, or 6 corners, the same idea, and that would give me 24 points. So I fill in 24 points there. Second way to score points is by crossing bridges. So for every bridge you cross, you fill in part of the scale bar down at the bottom of the thing. So I crossed 6 bridges, so I fill in 6 segments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I get 36 points. That's why I was trying to get to that last bridge, because crossing that last bridge you get 50 points if you cross all 7. So, but I crossed 6, 36 points. Landmarks work the same way. You fill in the scale bar for landmarks. It's easy to see how many you visited because all you have to do is look at all the ones you've colored in. So I visited 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I visited 10, so I fill in 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, let's see here, 7, 8, 9. Oh, well, this scale bar only goes to 9. So if you see 9 or more, you get the maximum, which is 45 points. 45. Okay. Now you fill in all the buildings that you saw. I already took care of this because it takes a little bit of time. People enjoy filling in it. So every place that you actually went by part of a building, for example, I colored in this entire building because I went by part of it, you get 1 point. And I saw exactly 50 buildings. So 50. Now you do the exact same thing for all the trees that you went by. And this I haven't done yet, so I'll show you what you would do. So you just go and look for all the trees. So 1 that you went by, because I went by this one. I didn't go by those 3. I only went by this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 24, 25, 26. I didn't see that one. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. I saw 37 trees. Put 37 in here. Now, the map grid and coordinates. What that means is that every time when you leave the map or get to a part of the map, when your road leaves the map, you get the value that's marked above it. So these are the places where I left the map. There's a 3 here and a 4 here as well. So you add up all those places. Oh, there's a 4 over here. Did I catch that one? Let's see. 7, 8, 9, 14, 20, 20, 29. Oh, that's more than I thought. 29. That's why I was getting those at the end of the game, because I knew it would give me a few more points. And the last thing you look at is drafting bonus, which is every triangle that you filled in, you get the value of the number that's written beside it. Now, I know that this adds up to 40. If you do them all, you get 40. And the only one I didn't get was this one, which is value 6. So I got 34 points. 34. Okay. Now, before I add up my score, I have to confirm and double check how many bridges I crossed. I crossed 6 bridges. So of these 7, I only get to take the top 6 values. So I have to eliminate my lowest one, which is 24. If I had crossed that last bridge, I would be able to score all 7 values. Now, if I did the math correctly, I should get 231 points. 11, 20, 31, 231. Okay. But did I win, though? That's the thing, because we're playing against the AI, and I have to see if I scored better than the AI. So I'll put my other pen back and see how this works. So basically what the AI will do is that player will visit all the city that you didn't see and score points that way. Okay, so what we can do is calculate what you didn't see. For the loop bonus, he gets nothing. We never gets any points for that because we don't know what kind of loop they would have done, so that's fine. They always assume we cross 6 bridges. Now, we cross 6 bridges, which means that the AI would have to cross the 1 bridge that we didn't see. And if you cross 1 bridge, you only get 1 point. So the AI only gets 1 point. Landmarks, we saw 10, and there are 11 on the map. So doing the same thing, he only gets 1 point. Now here's where it starts getting points, because we saw 50 buildings, but there are exactly 100 buildings on the map. So the AI had to see 50 buildings. We saw 37 trees, but there were also exactly 100 trees on the map, so the AI had to see 63. Now for the map grid, if you look at all the places where the roads leave the map, that sums up to 80, and we saw 29, so the AI would get 51. And the drafting adds up to 40, and we got 34, so he had to do just this one that we didn't use, number 6, so we get 6 points. Okay, and adding all that up, that should add up to, if I'm not mistaken, 172. So we won that round pretty handily. Sometimes I've lost, sometimes I've won by a couple points. So a lot of times it comes down to the last few dice that you choose when you say, oh, I got to get across that bridge to get at that 7th bonus. Or sometimes you're going to use, oh, I want to get up here because it'll give me some 6 points and 6 trees. So sometimes you have to really be careful when you're making that last decision to win the game. But this one was a pretty handy victory, but it doesn't always work out like that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I apologize for any lack of focus or instability, but like I said, I don't have any fancy recording equipment yet. Maybe if this game sells well, I'll be able to afford some. Okay, thanks for watching.